Not just the family. I mean, there's a lot of people around you that are showing their support and stuff. But I do feel that because of lack of confidence that Sagittarius is having, and I think it's just everything coming down on Sagittarius. It constantly keeps coming down to the point that you just almost got depressed. I feel anxiety is a big one in this one as well. And it's just because there's just been one thing piled on another. All right, so the main theme right here for this group of Sagittarius is love is there. Love is available. Open your eyes. Blessings. You have blessings all around you, but there's just so much going on that you're like, you don't see it. You don't see it all. You do 1 minute and then it's like to the top, over the top. You know, I just love this and I love them and then it's like you don't see it. All right, you've got to grab that confidence you used to have in yourself and you need to pull yourself back up. Period. Because I'm not really seeing, I don't have a bunch of other cards here yet. I'm going to check a few other things. I can tell you right this group right here is going to be pretty short. I mean, because you were just looking for a confirmation. Let's find out what the confirmation was about. Yeah. You know that saying, pull yourself up back by the bootstraps? But sometimes you have to do that emotionally as well. And in this situation, you are going to have to do that. It doesn't mean Sagittarius is a bad person. It just means that there's just been so much coming down that it went to the point that it gave anxiety and actually probably some depression to where you don't see clearly all the love that is actually around you. And I feel the caution word here is to show more confidence so you're not interfering with your own network of love. Does that make sense? Because I feel that the love that is around you is a blessing. It's just sometimes we can't don't chase it away unintentionally. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah. What do we got here? Oh, yeah. Yep. This is definitely has to do with the union. Okay. You got sexual attraction. So this is Sagittarius, and they're finding that there's definitely sexual attraction with this other person. So it's not just friends and family. It's there. It's showing. It feels right that they're always there. But your main focus right now is on a sexual attraction, which would be a union of some kind. All right? I'm not sure yet if I should show you this one, because with Sagittarius being up in their head so much and they're lacking confidence because of all the stuff, I think it's just excessive stress. There's just too much stress coming down is what it is. And it's just showing more as a lack of confidence, even so Sagittarius knows, hold up here. No. Just take a minute, regroup yourself, calm yourself down. Because Sagittarius, I think, is expecting bad news. Now, you may have received bad news. I'm going to throw some more cards to find out. But this definitely has to do with some kind of sexual attraction. Okay? All right. Let's go to the side cards on this one. Yep. This is a female Sagittarius. How do I know this? We got the male, the father. This person is a father or a father type figure. We're not talking about your father because we've got sexual attraction here. And if we do, we probably need to talk. But anyway, your worst fear is destruction coming down over this. I put it over top of the bad news. Now, whether or not you've received this bad news or not, I am not sure. It's not showing. But it is saying, regroup yourself. Turn yourself back in a different direction. Get that confidence back. Take your brain back just for a second and realize. Get out of your head. Realize. There's love all around you. You've got support. Period. I think it was Scorpio also had the support group. Because you know what? After last year, and this year is the cleanup year. All right? Last year was meant to take, and I don't care who you are. It was meant to shake you up, turn you around, and put you in a direction whether you were ready for it or not. And Sagittarius may not have been quite ready for it. Or it came on too fast. It could be emotional issues from your past. It could be past relationships. It could be, financial. It doesn't matter what it is. Whatever it is that hits you hard, you were forced to face it. You were shook up real hard last year. This year is the year you have the chance to put it right, to put yourself right, not to go back to the same person you were, but to turn yourself around and get that confidence back that you lost, not just last year. You have slowly been going in this direction. And whatever it was that happened last year, getting around, and this wasn't, September was a big one. I have to remember, I have to sit back and think about September because I'm hearing September again. There was definitely something in September that really kind of shook you up. It wasn't just the whole year. The whole year was kind of rough. But September stands out for me. And there was one other sign. You might want to check that. One other sign actually had September as well. Okay, so this year though, this is to give you the opportunity to actually heal yourself. I hear healing. You're healing yourself so you can actually receive the love you deserve without, and I'm not being mean here, without repelling people, without even, you're not even thinking about it. You're not trying to, because all this other stuff that has shooken you up from the past and stuff that was, like a pop bottle last year, if you haven't got focused to deal with it yet, it is going to be affecting this love. And you could be head over heels with this person, but if you don't fix yourself and get your confidence back and see all the blessings instead of being down about everything, then you're expecting bad news. You may have received bad news. All right. So this right here in March, this is telling Sagittarius that is going through this group of Sagittarius that are going through this in their head. And that's the thing, you're up in your head a lot. Matter of fact, you're making scenarios sometimes, and it's actually making the situation worse. But this March, after your brain calms down a little bit, this will be Sagittarius being able to have the chance to work through it and actually see a direction out and actually start healing. And I hear healing. Healing needs to be done here so you can actually love properly. That is your answer right there. You have to heal whatever it is so you can love properly. Now, has this end happened with this man? I'm not sure. Is there a possibility? If it hasn't, there is a high possibility for the simple fact that Sagittarius needs to heal. They need to heal, and they need to start doing it instead of reflecting more of a pessimistic. Okay? Let's see. Yep, that feels right. This one group's going to be kind of short. This ended. I don't know. This is kind of strange. This is almost like Sagittarius saying in their head. Okay, I'll get to that. All right, I got it. So this is for the group. This is Sagittarius that's actually almost got it in their head that even if this hasn't ended, it's ended. All right, so here's where the problem is, and this is what you were shook up about last year that you have to deal with. The beast. What is the beast? The beast can be the devil, but the devil is, it's not always, it could be addictions, it could be sex, it just goes on and on. Or the beast also can be from past trauma, such as PTSD, stuff is that. Look up the beast in the side cards. So this is a Sagittarius that is actually wanting peace with this beast, with their inner demons. Okay, so Sagittarius has a chance in March to go ahead and stop a pattern. You're in a pattern. It's a complete pattern. That's the problem. You're used to being this way. You have a chance in March. You got a good support group. You got more people who love you than what you realize. You have a chance in March, and you're already on your way. Right now, I feel like the head's just kind of did it. You got to slow your head down. Peace is coming. You have an opportunity. Now, it's not just going to be laid on your lap. It's going to take a lot of work. A lot of work. Peace with your beast. You'll be able to do this in March, but you're going to have to put a lot of hard work into it and stop seeing the worst scenarios. Because sometimes, even though it could be the best thing, you're seeing all the bad. An ending. Okay? Now, whether or not that ended or not, I'm not sure. The voyage. This is not, like I said it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be fast. This is a voyage. It's going to take some time. Period. And that's another thing, too, is this year, if there's stuff that you haven't dealt with, or, with the beast, a lot of times, I see that with people who have PTSD. And I am no doctor, so don't even go there. I'm just saying, I have seen this, and they'll be like, well, I have PTSD, or I have CPTSD, or they have, they'll tell me different stuff. I've seen this card a lot. And that usually goes along with something like that from past traumas. And it's not going, and they're just seeking peace from it. This year, you have an opportunity, Sagittarius, to get some peace. but it's going to take a lot of work. And it's going to have to be retraining yourself and how you react. And catching, and your triggers. You've got triggers. That's it. That's the message for the first group. I don't even want to look here to see if this is ended. This could be two different scenarios here. I mean, literally. But for whatever reason, I don't want to get into it. It's just like, no, this is not what this is all about in the end. Anyway, this is about Sagittarius healing themselves and getting some peace in their head. That's what it's about. So the father and the bad news, I'm not going to dig into that. Because Sagittarius needs to take a minute and dig into themselves and realize they've got love all around them. And start seeing all the blessings they really truly do have right now. And start working on that confidence that they had before. And there was a time period that they did have this confidence. Now, you ain't going to go back to the same person you were before. That's just not possible. You actually have a chance to build a better you. One that you're at peace with yourself. You're at peace with your demons. So this goes out to the group of Sagittariuses who they were focused on love, but it's almost like they don't realize they're self-sabotaging because of stuff they haven't healed in the past. Okay, so that's for that group of Sagittarius. I don't feel like going any further on that one. Doesn't feel like it. Nope. Nope. All right. So that's for the group with love. And like I said, if you're in a love relationship, you're like, that doesn't sound like me. Well, that was just meant for one group that's going through this. And then, they needed to hear that. And then perhaps the next time, maybe something will come up about, you can have the happiest marriage, but this one was not for you. Okay? All right. On to the next one is wealth. Now, I won't be looking at my screen because, like I said, at the very end, I will go ahead and say I'll take a couple general questions. All right? But for right now, I'm just going to go with this, finish up the last group, which is focused on their wealth. And this one, as soon as I saw this a while ago, I think it was Libra who was possibly changing the way they work too. Possibly even changing jobs or a different position. I think, I'm not even going to pretend, most of the readings when I've been doing the monthlies, and I think maybe because a lot of people are thinking a little bit different after last year and how it shook everybody up. I think people are thinking a lot different this year. Because I've noticed my readings have gotten a little bit different. Like, I've got the answer right here, but they're short. It's like people want short and sweet. Before, we'd go into it. And we'd be like, okay, and it would just keep going. Well, for wealth, this is directed towards Sagittariuses that are actually inspired on a new endeavor. This is going to be short. I'm going to tell you right now. I can probably even tell you which endeavor you're going to be doing. How? Animals. So this is for Sagittarius that either has an endeavor already working with animals or nature in somehow, but I feel it's more drawn back to animals just by this. Okay, this isn't just about getting in touch with yourself. This is about your money. This is how, and it is something you love. I mean, I know that because it inspires you. This isn't just a job that just sits here and I've got to go to work. I got to go get this money and I don't want to. No, this inspires you. And literally, it's just animals, working with nature. That's what I'm getting. This job is coming. This will bring you wealth. So I want to get I am going to pull a little bit more off that one. I mean, because that's the answer right there for a certain group of Sagittariuses. I know that's very short, but I'm going to pull a couple more. Where do I want to go? Yeah, I'll take it. And it does in nature, and then I'm also seeing healing. All right, so you can take this in very different avenues. These are Sagittarius who are also looking for something that they can make money on that is going to pay the bills, that's going to beyond pay the bills, and take care of stuff. Instantly, I heard animals, because you're inspired. Whatever this business, whatever this endeavor is to make this money, it's going to go quite well. because you're going to love to do it. And anything you're inspired to do, it's going to go well. Even in slow times. I mean, and even in slow times, everybody's going to have slow times. But it's all going to turn around. Well, with animals, I'm seeing with Sagittarius, there's a group that they're focused on animals. They love working with animals. It could be training dogs. I mean, anything in the animal field. It's going to go great. Also, nature. But what does nature do? Nature heals. This can also go for endeavors that, whatever this is, makes you feel empowered. Maybe you're becoming your own boss, but this feels more beyond just, like I've got the power and you're going to do what I'm telling you to do. No, this feels more like with the inspiration, it empowers you to be a better person, to be your best, not a better person, to be the best person, best Sagittarius you can be. Okay? So I would say definitely animals, nature, something along the fields of healing. Okay? It just inspires you. That is the right track. That is your answer. All right, anything else? And it empowers you as a person to be the best version of yourself. That's the answer on that one. Anything else? Sagittarius is going to be pretty short, guys. I can tell you that right now. But there's a lot of Sagittariuses that are changing. They're not satisfied where they've been sitting, and they're just going to do it. All right. A lot of Sagittariuses also have family and home. What are we doing here? What am I missing? They have family and home on their mind. I'm going to look at these here in a minute. I'm supposed to look. Okay? Let me look at them. Actually, it's throwing in another group. Another group of Sagittarius. This is another sign that is no longer, they don't need the long drawn out. They just want the cut to the chase. I've already thought through it. You've had your time to think, and you got ideas in your head. You're ready for it. You're just looking for confirmation. Here's your confirmation. For some Sagittarius, you're actually getting yourself out of a I would say, not so hot situation, or you're walking out of a dark period with your family. That's what I feel. Do you see how they're walking towards the sun or the illuminated moon? You can choose it to be whatever. It looks more like it's the moon, excuse me. But it's so bright. This family, and that has to do with the home. So here's the answer for the group of Scorpios. I just did Scorpio. Sagittarius, that we're looking for an answer about out of a situation that had to do with the home. Okay? It will be illuminated to you quite quickly about this home. So either you're looking to move to a different home, you're waiting for an answer on a home, you're looking to find a home, or you're looking for some kind of security in home. Do you see how close that moon is and how bright that moon is? That's how close it is to being shown to you. Literally, this is March. And what do I hear? There's light at the end of the tunnel in March. That's what I heard. This is for the group of Sagittarius that have something going on with their home, and it's really, the family is walking out of this dark period. You're either walking towards a home or you're walking away from it to something better. Okay? Take it how you will. But the light is at the end of the tunnel during the month of March. And I see the 13th. Okay? All right. And that has to do with wealth. So that went right along with wealth right there too, just to let you know. Because those cards, I wasn't expecting them. So yeah, so there's money coming somehow to put you in a better, I almost feel like it's putting you in a better situation is what I'm feeling. Okay? All right. That was pretty short for Sagittarius. All right. And again, sometimes, like, I've been getting text and stuff that'll be like, man, you had this one and it was an hour and something long, and then, well, this one was only 20 minutes. It just depends on what's going on with them. Some signs want the cut and dry answer, and that's what they get. And other signs are actually going